What's going on? It's Deeguidedbylight, and I'm here to bring my Leos your energy check-in message. Let's see what's going on with you guys. These are going to be quick messages. So let's see what's going on with my Leos. This can be your sun, moon, rising, or north node. Leos, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Hit that like button. And comment down below because I do read my comments. I thank you guys for all your love and support, my Leos. All right, so we have two. Okay. Leo, there's something in your life that may not be built on solid ground right now. So you may be experiencing some sort of turbulence or some sort of, it's like, things that you thought were solidified, things that you thought it's like maybe you thought they were going places, but deep down you felt a sense of confusion. This is crumbling for something better to come in for you. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean, because I know some tarot readers, they're quick to say like somebody's leaving your life. It's not always the case. Sometimes it's just like maybe how you're moving in your relationship, or how you're moving with money, or mentally, you know, the way that you're thinking about your life, or the stuff you're speaking on your life. Like, these things have to crumble in order for better stuff to come in for you. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's something in your life that you're getting ready to like break free from. So if you were constantly attracting certain type of people, certain type of friendships that just, it kept seeming very repetitive, or you kept feeling like you were going through the same cycles but with a different phase, this is the like generational curse, is what I wanted to say, that you're getting ready to break free from. This feels like a pattern of behavior or a pattern with people. This is finally breaking after a long time, honestly. And Spirit is saying you're already doing this. Don't overthink this. Keep going. Keep facing like your obstacles head on without trying to shy away from things, because that's not going to help you at this time. Tell me more, Holy Spirit, because you're rewriting your future right now. What you've known your life to be is about to drastically change for you, and it's all because it's like old versions of yourself. You're trying to break free from that. You don't want to be who you used to be. You're like ready to become a better version of yourself. I also feel like you're starting to like stop and smell the roses. You know, like maybe for some time you could have been that person that you just took whatever you got and you accepted it. So like if somebody was willing to give you the bare minimum, but it was better than what you received before, you would just accept what you got. Now you're in a position where you're starting to demand certain things. Demand certain things that you need in your life. Like if you need someone to step up and be a provider, you're not settling, you're demanding that you have that, because you know it's something you require in your life. If someone needs to express themselves and be a better communicator, you are demanding that. Look at this reflection. And it's because of like going, I don't like to necessarily say you need to go through your past in order to be better, but there's certain aspects of you reflecting on your past decisions and past experiences that help shape you into becoming a better person, because you learn from these experiences. And I feel like these are the things you're reflecting on. Take time to revisit the past and figure out what you want to do. Knowing what you don't like will show you what you truly love. You see what I mean? And these are how you're helping yourself and helping those around you break these cycles. I feel like you are doing this for someone. I just heard someone to come. So for some of you guys, you're breaking the cycle. This could be so that when your children are born, they're not going into the same generational curses, or for your grandchildren, or you get what I'm saying? But that's kind of what this feels like. Like there's someone coming in that is going to be like a spitting image of you, or it's like this person is going to remind you so much of yourself, and this is the person you're wanting to break these chains for. That's crazy. We have adventure here. You make exciting work moves that could take you outdoors or on a trip. You'll need to climb steadily to reach your financial goals. You see, that's funny that I said money because that's kind of what it felt like too. Like maybe you could have struggled with your money or just managing your money in the past or paying your bills or just like saving for your goals, saving for the things you're trying to accomplish. Maybe a part of you, it's like now you're realizing, okay, I can't be this way anymore. I have to start becoming more responsible about this. I have to care about these things, and I have to build like some sort of nest egg or savings for whatever obstacles that are coming. Because there's something here that's coming. And I feel like Spirit is telling you, start saving your money to prepare for this. It's going to work out for you. It's going to feel like you don't know what to do, but you're going to be grateful that you started ahead of time. I kid you not. Like, you're going to just start saving, and by the time you look, you're going to realize you have more money saved than you thought you needed. Like, you could have had like a bill come in that was really high. And you're like, holy crap, how the heck am I going to do this? Or you could be preparing for like some expense that you feel is going to be difficult. Like for some of you, it could be a car. And then you think like, holy crap, this is about to cost me so much money. And you end up finding a mechanic that charges you half the price. You know, it's like what you think is your obstacle actually becomes a blessing for you down the line. It's not going to feel like that automatically, like off jump. And Spirit is saying, yeah, look, there's something that's happening for you that is going to work out in your favor. It's just about, it's about shifting the way you're thinking. Okay, you know what I'm getting? Somebody driving on the road because they're in a rush to get somewhere and they're getting hit with every red light possible. And you're getting so frustrated because you're like, oh my God, everybody's in my way. Oh my God, I'm not going to make it on time. Oh my God. And then something clicks and you just calm down. And it all starts to make sense. Like, okay, well, maybe I need to slow down because God is trying to show me something. Or maybe I'm being protected from something because I don't know what's up ahead. And me trying to rush to get there is only hurting me. I'm not paying attention to something that God is trying to show me. Like that's the energy that I'm getting. For some of you, something has to hit you so that you could stop catastrophizing everything. Is that the right word? Like making everything bigger than it is, or so that you can finally say, all right, God, I'm listening. I'm here and I'm listening. There's something about that, okay? Let's break this down a little bit more. Leo, I do see money coming in for you. I see a lot like your long-term goals being accomplished. And this has to do with like a job. Some of you could just be thinking about what type of job you want right now, because this feels like planning phase. Like you're in the planning phase of something, and Spirit is trying to break you out of something so that when this comes in, break you out of a habit. So when this comes in, you don't mess it up. This could even be about timing, like maybe becoming more punctual, or it's like following better steps. The King of Pentacles, I'm telling you, the King of Pentacles does not play about his money, his time, like how he's presented to the world. The King of Pentacles is, sorry, you're gonna hear my dog snoring in the background. But he is not the type to play or look like he's irresponsible. Like, no, there's none of that here. And someone is realizing like, it's time for me to start creating more stability and security in my own life, instead of expecting other people to do it for me. Or you have someone that wants to show up this way. Could be dealing with the Taurus here. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, which speaks of you freeing yourself mentally, okay? Thinking the worst case scenarios and finally coming out of this. This is like relief. This is you taking control of your life again. The Knight of Wands here. And this could be like after a period of being really wishy-washy with yourself, really inconsistent with yourself. This feels like you're finally in a place to take on this challenge and do something about it here. Leo, 10 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, somebody is really starting to focus on their money. They're focusing on their future. They're focusing on becoming like a responsible adult, becoming like somebody that's thriving, someone who is, you could even be like changing your scenery. Like you could be making money that takes you out of a specific environment, and now you're trying to navigate new waters because, like, you know what this feels like? Growing up in the slums and then like going to the suburbs. That's a whole different environment. You get to let your hair down a little bit more. You don't have to watch it over your shoulder every 2 seconds. You don't got to think that people are out to get you all the time. Like, you legit get to plan your future and like reap the rewards of all your hard work without feeling like people are going to try to steal it, break into your house. Like, that's kind of what this feels like. Like, you get to actually look at the success. And for some of you guys, if this isn't like money, like material money, this is like, man, I've really taught my kids, or I've taught my grandkids, or I've taught my family like really powerful lessons that are going to change generationally. You know what I'm saying? The 10 of Pentacles speaks of generations to come. Like, whatever you're implementing now, you are creating the path for those ahead of you. Like, you are the one that's changing these steps. Like, maybe you could have come from a family that was very difficult to deal with, very troublesome, like a lot of fighting, disagreements. The relationships between mothers and daughters was always really difficult. The fathers not respecting the sons and constantly belittling, and like, you could have come from that kind of life, and you are waking everyone up and saying enough is enough. We're not going to keep doing this. And you are becoming that change, like that change that your family bloodline needs. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what's changing. The hot and cold energy that you are experiencing within your family, that sense of abandonment that you constantly felt growing up, like all of these things are changing. You are breaking the chains, Leo. This is awesome. And I commend you. Okay. Could be dealing with an Aries, a Sagittarius, a Scorpio, Gemini, Taurus. Anything else before I close this out? Ace of Wands. You are inspiring people to change, or you are being inspired. You are ready for these new beginnings. It's like you've gained this new passion in you. And for some of you, it feels like a sense of urgency that's causing you to want to create all this change. And that tends to happen during this age of Aquarius. Like, when we're dealing with this type of energy, we are in the space of, how can I make impactful change? I've been talking about this. It seems like anybody that comes to me, like, I'm having these conversations right now, because it really feels like people need to wake up to this. Like, during this time, you are going to struggle if you are not focused on the impact you make on people's lives in a positive way. You're going to get handed a present full of shit if you are not careful, because God is forcing everyone to see we have to do better as a whole. And it keeps showing up in the material things in our lives, right? And money, it shows up in our work environments. It shows up in the way like the world is shifting to force us to take accountability and create the lives we want for ourselves. And it starts with the way we love each other, the way we love us, and how we are impacting those around us. Everybody's being forced to wake up and inspire one another to want more, to make a positive change, to be more loving, to show up in real ways. And I feel like you are creating this change in your own life or in your own family, like in your like because this feels like generational change. Like, you are, I kid you not. The 8 of Pentacles, this is something you're paying attention to and you're taking your time doing. And I feel maybe it's just taken a while to get to this place, but I feel like the rewards are going to be so great because of all the hard work that's been put in. Okay. So definitely, if you've been like questioning whether you're doing the right thing, whether you are becoming the person you need to be, you know, this feels like someone that's just asking God, like, yo, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Keep going. Keep going. Because the energy that I'm feeling is like a lot of what you're doing in your everyday life is exactly how you're going to pull yourself out of the space that you've been in that got you to this point where you're like, okay, I need to make change. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been through so much, you've done so much stuff, and you're finally at this place where you're like, okay, I see how my attitude gets me this, and I see how when I talk like this, I'm in a better mood and everyone around me is in a better place. And when I don't talk like this, everyone is distant and cold, and I end up feeling isolated. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you're recognizing things, you're reflecting on these things, and you're starting to see how it's impacting the people around you and how you have more sway than you realize. So pay attention, because God is showing signs on what you need to do and how you need to move right now. And it's all about the seeds you plant and how you water them. Focus on that and the impact you have on it. And I feel like you have beautiful change that's coming in. For some of you guys, this is like finances, but honestly, this just feels like you are inspiring people around you right now. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be inspirational to people. You're supposed to be getting people like motivated to do things, like to, it's like creating a little spark in people, dropping little seeds so that those seeds take root and grow and become like better versions of themselves because of your impact in their lives. This is beautiful, Leo. Anything else before I close out? Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. What I say, it's like it's taken some time, and the tower has already changed, like it's already fallen. With the tower in the reverse, this speaks of someone who was resisting change. It's taken a long time to get to this point, but you're here. And it may take some time, because this is about being patient, creating routines for yourself, being positive, and knowing that as long as you stay consistent and you stay disciplined, everything will work out in your favor, because you chose to stay disciplined in something that's going to create a positive change in your life. God rewards those who work on themselves and try to be a better person. That's really all this is about. And this is about being trustworthy, hardworking, okay? And being patient, okay? And making the choice. Yeah, look, making the choice here to be a better version of yourself. For some of you, to be a better mother, to be more loving, more nurturing, to be more understanding, and to trust your intuition a little bit more. I feel like you guys are making a choice to leave an old life behind and choose your future and a brighter future. And I feel like right now you're like solely focused on how the people that come after you will view you, or how you play a role in their lives. So keep up the great work. There's a lot of earth energy here. Earth. That's how you know I'm from up north. A lot of earth energy. There's a lot of earth energy here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Heavy. Okay. When hope is lost and a way forward cannot be sensed, Kali's love will find a way. If the path does not yet exist, then it shall be created. If you cannot see or feel how you can move from where you are to where you want to be, Kali's wisdom and grace will manifest at the perfect time to provide what is needed. This is like the divine oracle of the like divine mother energy, okay? So this is, she's beautiful. Okay. So what they're saying is, as long as you stay focused on your goals and what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to be, the more you can envision what you need in your life, things are going to play out for you as long as you stay consistent in, it's like your practices, as long as you stay consistent in and stay disciplined in what, like your actions to get there. It's like you already have it in the bag. Spirit is working it out for you. They just want you to do the work. And sometimes it doesn't even take a lot, right? I know in scripture, which I'm not very biblical, but you know, I do dabble here and there. But I know in scripture they just talk about having the faith of a mustard seed. It doesn't take much. It's all about having that hope and that trust that no matter what, things are always working out in your favor. Even the good and the bad, it is always working out in your favor. Right now, they're asking you to have the faith of a mustard seed. It takes strength of spirit not to override inner knowing with social pressures or an inhuman expectation for constant performance. Trust in the shifting cycles to give yourself what you need for well-being. No being benefits when you are at odds within yourself. You have the inner power and capacity to be at peace within your being now. I like that. So Spirit is asking you to ground yourself when it's needed and to just get yourself on a better routine so that your life is more at peace. Find the time for yourself, and then also find that time so that you can show up for people. Like you can't be all things for everyone else if you're not taking care of you. And right now you're being called to get on a more consistent routine so that when you show up for others, you are your best self when God needs you to like go to work. You know what I mean? Because for some of you guys, God is working through y'all. And you guys need to know that, like, you need to be able to hear him and show up in your best self so that you can hear what he's trying to tell you and show you the way forward. Because right now, for some of you, there's too much noise around you. And that's what you're breaking free from. Eight of Swords in the reverse. It's like breaking free from all the noise and distractions so that you can hear God's voice. Because it's what's that scripture? I can't remember because like I said, I suck at that. But it's like when you have too much noise around you, how do you expect to hear the whisper? Right? God speaks in a whisper. So how will you expect to hear the whisper when you're surrounded by noise, or you've allowed your mind to get so controlled by everything else and all your distractions that you've kind of weakened that muscle and you can't listen and hear him. So I feel like for some of you guys, you're starting to learn what that looks like and how to be more disciplined. And that's exactly what you're needing to do, Leo. So I'm gonna leave it there. I hope this message resonated with you guys. I want to thank you for all your love and support. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this reading, and until next time, bye.